What's up, guys? Welcome to your Tuesday evening post-work stream. Hopefully you're not as hungry as Maury. She looks so guilty. Knowing her story now, it seems so sad. She's like a little street urchin, just like trying to feed herself. Poor girl, I like her. At least she's enjoying those donuts. Anyway, welcome everybody. Let me do a few posts here on like Discord and stuff while we wait for some more people to come in. Let me see. I guess I already posted on my Discord. Let's post it over on the official Nikke one. We're gonna do first half of the stream will be Nikke, and then second half is gonna be Etheria restart. So hopefully you guys enjoy both. Let's see who we have in chat. Kikro, Lone Syndicate, The Shadow Theft, Dr. Eagles, Lone Syndicate. What's up, what's up? Welcome, everybody. Time for final anniversary class. Yeah. Dude, it feels like this anniversary has gone on for a long time. It's been one of my favorites, though. Like, I don't know, something about it, like, really hit well. But yeah, tomorrow's the last day, guys. The last day. Hello, Dr. Yiggles with the Quincy Booba emoji. Hey, money, money, money. Raise your hand if you're spending money on this event. They did a good job writing Maury's character. They really did. They really did. She, like, you know, I did not like her initially, and she had some, like, a really good character arc. She's, like, so likable now. Watching on both just cuz. Well, thank you for the support, Dr. Eagles. I really appreciate it. Welcome to anybody watching on either Twitch or over on YouTube. How is everyone's solo raid going? Well enough. So I told you guys that I was gonna like try and come back and actually like do well in the solo raid. I've done one real run, so we'll see if I need to do another one tomorrow. I'll show you guys this right now. It's kind of funny. So I'm currently 1.4. When I first made the score, I was at like 0.98 or something. So definitely have slipped down. I'm pretty sure this is going to hold. I'd be surprised if this got knocked out of the top 3%. But I'm also sure that I can get a better score. If you look at my teams, which one was it? This team was straight up garbage. Like, this is like 0 damage right here. This was really, really bad. You can see we're like missing a whole digit from every other team's damage. So my squad 1 was pretty terrible, and I kind of knew it was going to be bad. I just didn't know what to do because I don't have a shotgun team. So the shotgun team is really good in this situation, not only because Drake is excellent because she's fire, but it's also like close up. You don't really need a lot of healing. Like, this is everything. This is like the perfect scenario for the shotgun team, and I don't have a shotgun team. Like, I have the bunnies, and then I don't have anybody else built. Like, I do have some investment into Maid Privity, but Maid Privity isn't even really on the shotgun team nowadays. I have Bunny Soda built, so actually I guess I should say I do have Bunny Soda built, but I don't have Drake built at all. I don't have Leona built. I don't have Tuve built. So I just don't really have like a real shotgun team. So A2 was doing her best to get in the fire damage. Poor Red Hood. This is like worst case scenario for her because there's no parts to shoot through. There's no core to shoot through. And so her damage really falls off. Both A2 and Red Hood are pretty bad in this scenario. But the other teams are pretty standard. This is what I think a lot of people would expect to see people running. Damage was good for pretty much all of them, although I could have done better with Squad 3 here, my electric team. I could optimize 2B a lot more. I was looking at her lines, and they're really bad. She has like a line of, like, one equipment has just like only defense on it, and then she has like critical and ammo, and like, I mean, having ammo and critical is actually good for her, but I have like no elemental lines on her, which is really, really bad. Anyway, let me check in with chat again. You did your 1 run, and so far you're still in the top 1-ish%. Nice. That's good to hear, Dr. Eagles. Obsemanmane 53. Yo, I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but it says got lucky, pulled a copy of Siren on the last free pull today. Nice. Congrats, my guy. I was going to use A2 if you had a need, but you had more than enough teams that you did not need to use her. That's probably for the best. This is like not really a great fight for A2. Yeah, anyway, so that's how my solo raid is going. Like I said, I'll do another one tomorrow probably, just in case. While we're here, let's just quick battle these level 7s. Respect for using A2. Thank you, thank you. Gotta get some use out of her since I'm stubbornly not resetting her. And surprisingly, 2B is actually like legit good in this fight. Like not top tier, but just like you need a certain amount of fire people, right? And she's like quite viable, so I'm actually good that I didn't end up resetting 2B either. Grimdog says, have to do solo raid, was out of town. Well, you got all evening and tomorrow morning to do it. You're still in the top 2-ish%. That's good, Lone Syndicate. Glad you're hanging in there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like another billion damage is probably totally possible for me if I figure out a better 5th team. I probably won't even need to since I'm still like 1.4% or whatever that is. But I'll give it another shot. What else do I need to buy here in the shop? Ooh, nice. We've got Tetra modules this time. Let's see. Roja VL says, I got pushed out of top 3% yesterday. I'm not going to push anymore. Plus, the avatar frame does not look that good. I don't, you know, to be honest, I haven't even looked to see what the frame looks like. That's unfortunate that you just like recently got pushed out of top 3%. It's hard, honestly. It is difficult to stay in the top 3%. It's not easy. Most of the time, I don't want to bother, which is why I've been retired from solo raid for so long. But I just kind of like, you know, wanted to give it a legit try again. The unfortunate thing about this boss is that even though it kind of has some tricky mechanics in a way, and by tricky I mean like just things that you wouldn't know. By the way, my guide video for the solo raid has been performing extremely well, so glad that's helping a lot of people. But like, so there are a few things that you just like wouldn't know, but there's not a lot of danger of dying or anything like that. Like it's very much like a DPS check, and just like the more investment you have in your units, the better you'll be. Which is true in any scenario, right? But like it's more exaggerated in these type of fights where you don't have to worry about a lot of like danger. It's just very straightforward, and so, you know, it's just like, all right, well, everybody shoot at for 3 minutes, and then whoever had the highest attack will get the highest score, you know what I mean? Dr. Hugo says, I'm not even that interested in the frame because it's so ugly. You'll never use it. Man, I gotta check out the frame. I don't even know what the frame looks like. A fish breaks through the bubble and falls down. Ah, a fish got in. Was it part of the bubble? Too thin? Leaving always liked grilled fish. Eat some grilled fish. Keep it inside as a pet and a friend. We're gonna go with eat some grilled fish. Be ages since I've had some grilled fish. Nom. It's not as good as I remember. Maybe because Levy isn't here. Dang, that was the wrong response. Alright, so she said keep it inside as a pet. I mean, it's already been swallowed by gluttony, right? I mean, like, how good of condition could it have been in? What's up, Black Ace? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. That you're cute. She's not gonna like it. Sure, you can be cute sometimes. Next time you're not allowed to say that. I forbid it. Dang, she got all awkward and embarrassed, but it was the right response. She liked being called cute. Alright, Crust. Speaking of cute characters, if nothing else, Crust is cute. Just point and shoot sounds like my kind of solo raid. Yeah, be aware though, it has like kind of a weird mechanic with its targeting ring. I don't know, if you want to see a full explanation about it, you can watch my video if you haven't already, Grimjaw. But you will get severely reduced damage if you don't aim at the right spot. Let's see, prepare ingredients, wash your hands. Wash your hands. Yo, anybody out here cooking without washing their hands needs to get out of the kitchen. Lone Syndicate said this is your best performing solo raid. Nice. Rappy and Mihari carried. Yeah, dude, Mihara and Rappy both do insane damage in this solo raid. Alright, Signal. Ooh, are we finally going to finish Signal? Yo, it's been a lifetime. Signal, one of my original 5 units to break me out of 160 wall. Will forever be in my synchro because of it. Hopefully she gets a good treasure one day. She's not a great unit, but it's nice to complete her. Alright, thank you, Signal. I'll always have a fond spot in my heart for you just because you helped me at the beginning of the game. Sup, Malk? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Bashimu. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to try and fight hard mode mirror container again. I have a feeling I'm probably still too weak. We'll probably see the dreaded 1 damage come up when we get to the end with its shields, but you never know. We'll try it. We'll try it. I've leveled up a few times since I fought it last. Again, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but maybe. Yeah, you just gotta wait it out. Like, if you're not strong enough, you're not strong enough. Ooh, I had to mute that when I sneezed. Okay, Ludmilla. By the way, let me check and see our Twitch goals really quick here. Where are we on our, like, Twitch follow goals? Let's see. Not edit stream info. Yo, where? Here we go. Manage goals. Oh, 3 followers to goal. To goal. I mean, I guess kind of. Only 3 followers away from reaching our next Twitch follow goal. So, anybody who wants to give me a new follow on Twitch, that would be cool. Only 3 away. Okay. And I guess. Grimjaw says our leader shouldn't call himself weak. I mean, hey, you know, if I'm doing 1 damage to mirror container, I can't front, you know, it is what it is. I'll get there. I'll get there. Shimu's also stuck on him for a few weeks now. Yeah, I think that happens to most people. It's like you get there and then you're like, alright, well, I'm not doing enough damage and there's just nothing you can do about it. Alright, I'm trying to advise Drake to unlock these, even though I already have her at 30. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I laughed with Drake for a long time. Cool. There we go. We're 5 out of 20 now. Alright, let's go back to the lobby and hydrate. Look at her stupid face. Just biting into that bun. Alright, grab some of these. Grab our Road to Villain rewards. I don't know why I've refused to ever build Drake. Like, I honestly, you guys know I love Drake. She's freaking hilarious, but for some reason, I just, like, won't build her. Like, there's always just feels like there's another, like, slightly higher priority. Bob is finally done with the minigame. Nice. Dude, it's a hard one. It is a really hard one. Let's open all these boxes. Yeah, I guess we'll be doing it the last time on stream. I've already beaten all the levels, of course. You know what? While we're talking about it, let's just go. Let's go to the event. Alright, there's 2 new relics. Where are they? Washimu loves this video game. This minigame. Dude, I do too, honestly. I think it's pretty cool, but it is hard. I think it's the hardest one we've had. But I do enjoy it as well. It's probably... I don't know, we've had some really good ones. Like, it's getting hard to say. I was going to say it's one of my favorites. I don't know, just because there have been so many really good ones. But I'm going to say it's probably pretty safely in my top 5. Probably top 5 minigames. Oh, you like the minigame? You hate how damn hard it is? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It is pretty freaking hard. Let's go back to challenge. Like, other top minigames would be whatever it's called, inside the mirror bullshit. I don't know. the Metroidvania one with Cinderella. It had some pretty big flaws, but it was still like kind of amazing. Still one of my favorites. It was like the most like complete game we've had of any of them. Mog, yeah, Memory of Goddess is probably still the best one. So like those 2 were really, really good. The For the King, the tower defense one, was super good. And then this one is another really good one. I think like what other ones I've like really enjoyed. Oddly enough, I kind of enjoyed we haven't had it for a long time, but just like the basic like dice rolling one where you go around the board. We had it a few times towards the beginning of the game. I think it was first introduced for Laplace. I mean, it was literally total luck. It was barely even what you could call a minigame. But it was just kind of like an enjoyable, dumb little thing to do, you know? It might make my top 5. That's probably a hot take. Oh, dude, the bullet hell from the Ava event was really good. You know what? Fuck that little board game I was talking about. The bullet hell for Ava was really cool. Yeah. Personal favorite was Dave the Diver. I could see it. I could see it. I didn't get into it that much myself, but I could see it. It had like such chill vibes. A lot of good minis. Dude, for real. You like the second minigame? It was great. It really was. The first one was pretty cool too. It was very unique. I think a lot of people didn't get into that one as much, but I liked it. You know which ones I really don't like? The table waiting ones. When you're like a server. I think we've had 2 of those. I really don't like those ones. Let's see. Oh, I guess it's time to go to the shop. Yeah, the first Ava one was kind of hard. Like, it really tested your reflexes. Like, have you ever seen those exercises that F1 drivers do where you have to, like, boop the correct lights in the right order or whatever? It was kind of that kind of vibe. It was, you know, you had to be quick, keep track of things. You're too dyslexic for the table waiting games? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't terribly good at them. I also was not good at that barbecue one. I think it was in the first summer event. People got really competitive on that barbecue one, but like I was terrible at it. Okay, let's go to the minigame. Speaking of minigames, that's why we're here. Bubble March. Alright, let's just do hard 1, just to, like, get it out of the way. It'll be the quickest one. I guess I could even go back to easy if I wanted, but we'll stay in hard. Let's do these guys, actually. Alright, we're gonna save up for some big shield guys. Dude, once your guys are leveled up a bunch, it's kind of stupid easy compared to like when you originally have to do a phase. Like now that like my guys are at the max level cap, it's way more cruisy. Once you figure out the strat for Bull March, it's a lot easier. Oh yeah, for sure. Because like certain levels, you just need certain types of guys, right? However, you always need the purple ones. Like the purple ones are just like the backbone of your strategy no matter what. But then it's like, okay, do you do like blue ones or pink ones or the green ones? Like it just sort of depends. But always a combination of purple ones and throw in a couple healers. Alright, phase 1 is down. Alright, I think we'll just like play some of the higher level bomb guys. You know what? You know, I've literally never deployed these two healing ones. I've done the lower level healing ones quite a bit, but never the higher level ones. Use the pink ones as like, yeah, dude. The pink ones are good in certain situations. The pink ones are good. In some situations they suck. Yeah, use the pink teleporters to help with the long range units. Yeah, they get in there fast. Like, the pink ones get in there so fast. That's definitely their advantage. Anything I'm deploying now won't even make it over there in time, but, you know, we'll play them just because. There we go. Overwhelming victory. Interesting strat. Only ever summoned one bomber per round. So the bombers are not very good in the earlier stages, but then they start doing the like clustered, like grouped together enemies more in the later stages, and then the bombers are great. But for the earlier stages, the gunners and the pink ones are actually better. Exit the minigame, yes. The heroes kind of suck, with A being the best of 3 because she buffs and heals. Yeah, the heroes aren't that great, except in the very last level, hard 7 or whatever it is, I actually used Cinderella. Her having sort of like sustained damage, because like her like electric bubble thing, whatever, like goes out there and damages the enemy. She really helped, actually. I did use, that was like the one level, because I had to experiment on the last level quite a bit, because I couldn't figure out how to beat it for several tries. And so I finally started using the heroes a little bit more, and Cinderella ended up helping on that. Grave has amazing healing. It's true, it's true. She does. I tried out all of them on the last stage. Okay, you know what? We should buy... Let's just, like, empty for a few credits here with our remaining currency. Back to the lobby. Welcome anybody new coming into the stream. Thanks for coming through to chill. Ooh, more Road to Villain rewards. We're going to be doing Etheria Restart in the second half. It's a game that I think a lot of Nikke players and gacha game players in general would really enjoy. Particularly if you do like slightly different combat, you know, maybe more like Girls Frontline 2 or Honkai Star Rail. I've really been enjoying it. What do I have? It's the summons, guys. The free summons. Literally every time I'm like, why do I have a notification? Because of the free summons. Apparently I never learn. Gotta upgrade their skills to be better. Yeah, that's probably true. It's probably true. I think the thing is, in a lot of stages, the reason why they're better, I think, in the late stages, is that the heroes take so much investment, and in the earlier stages, oftentimes they'll get overwhelmed quicker, and you need to put out, like, low-level guys. Alright, let's begin simulation. I mean, definitely if you like turn-based combat, yes. You will like Etheria. Which turn-based combat is kind of like what I grew up doing. Like, I played a ton of RPGs and stuff. Like, as a kid, you know, I played, like, Pokemon, and, like, my whole life I've been, like, a big Final Fantasy fan. Fire Emblem. A million other RPGs. And more recently, I've kind of been, like, wanting to get back into some turn-based RPGs. Like, since I have my new gaming PC now, I've been thinking about trying Wizardry, which is a really old school, like, OG computer RPG, which I've never played before. But I was like, I don't know, it looks kind of cool and retro. It's supposed to be super hard. Seems like it could be fun. And, like, just like classic turn-based combat. So I'm kind of like, got the itch for more turn-based combat. And then, like, it just so happened that, like, Etheria Restart is also coming out. And I was like, yo, that's perfect. Heroes are good for challenge. Oh, I kind of haven't even done challenge. Kind of forgot about it. Alright, so we're going to fight Kraken. Yeah, Wizardry is like where, I don't know if you guys have heard of the game Fear and Hunger, but Wizardry was sort of like the original like inspiration for that game. It's just like extremely punishing. But Wizardry is still supposed to be considerably more difficult than Fear and Hunger. Because like old games, man, of any genre, whether it's like RPGs or platformers or whatever random arcade game, like old video games were insanely difficult. Like nowadays, people will be like, oh yeah, I beat Dark Souls, I'm so hardcore. But like, it's like a joke compared to like old school games. Like, the difficulty curve was just insane compared to modern games. Had I played Persona 5? I have not. And honestly, it's totally the type of game that I would probably like, since I am really into RPGs. But I've never gotten to it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, though. Oh, Oscar went down. It's okay, I'm playing sloppily. I don't even care what happens, because I already have my tier 9 cleared. Just to see if I could keep doing it consistently, I did it for like 3 or 4 days after I did it the first time. And once I realized what that proper burst timing was at the end, where like Crown kept going down, it became really easy. I can clear it with like 25 seconds left on the clock without even like going to the end of it. You start at challenge 9 now, so only have to clear 3 waves for all rewards. What are we talking about? I'm not sure what we're talking about. Oh, are we talking about wizardry still? You can lose your character from what you heard for wizardry. Yes, so there's permadeath in wizardry. I was a big fan of like the old Fire Emblem games, which also had permadeath. So I'm kind of used to that concept. And in like Fear and Hunger, which I have not played yet, but I do want to play. Like if you die, you just die. Like there's literally like, it's not like you even lost a character, you just die. Like, and then you start over from the very beginning of the game. You might like Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Oh, I've heard good things about that as well. I actually don't know anything about the combat system for it, but I'd probably like it. I've heard it's very good. Oh, Bob says he was talking about the mini game. Oh, for what wave you start on. I see, I see. All right, let's quick battle this. All right, we got a rock. And another custom module. Nice. All right. Sweet. An appropriate reward for the now King of the Sea. Let's grab this. Nice. 64. Anything to open in here? Yeah, there is. Oh, nice. A lot of elemental things. Okay, I'm kind of getting, like, a surplus on all of these. Maybe I need to open wind. Yo, I have so many iron. Yeah, we'll open wind. We'll just max that out. Thank you, thank you. Max this out too. Dude, I'm kind of excited for the next solo raid. And I can do it on my PC now. I'm pretty excited for it. Gonna have to wait a few weeks for that though. By the way, anybody looking for a semi-competitive global union, let me know. We are currently full. But if you're like new to my channel or just coming into stream, we do have a wait list. So, you know, if you're trying to find something better, eventually, you know, like people kind of get tired and like they'll like drop out or need to be replaced for whatever reason. So we do get spots that open up every now and then. I can't promise anytime soon, but if you're interested, hit me up and I'll put you on the wait list. Sup, Vermouth? Welcome to the stream. Again, we are only 3 away from our Twitch goal. 3 more followers. Also, 3 members away on YouTube from being able to add a new members only emoji on YouTube. So yeah, we're very close to like goals on both platforms. As a reminder as well, anybody who is a member, remember you have other benefits beyond the emojis, beyond being able to join the members only Discord channel. There are also account reviews, so I'm willing to do those. Hit me up. We haven't done one for a while. If there's any new people out there. Maybe we'll finally get another Iron DPS. Yeah, what are your guys' predictions for the new unit? Whatever her name is. The blue and white girl. Switch to Nero. Dude, bro is falling asleep over here. Although I guess this cat is already asleep too. Everyone's sleepy. Except this one. This. Hold up. Wait, can we... Buddy down here is like, hello? Looks hungry. Okay. What do we have left? Let's upgrade some equipment. I think I'm... Oh, no, I'm working on Viper now. Or Anchor. Mast. Oh, yes, I'm working on Mast armor. Okay, so I'm finally building Mast and Anchor. So let's see if we can get her helmet to level 5. I want to say I'm going to be a little short. Ooh, I can get there, actually. That's nice. Okay. Upgrade Mast helmet. Arcana is confirmed to be electric. Oh, okay. But like what like abilities, class, weapon, etc. Like what do you guys predict? She comes off as a support? Okay. Yeah, I feel like she comes off as a support. I can kind of see that. Will she be a buffer for Isabel? I think that's probably a lot of cope. But maybe. That would be cool. We have a good DPS for Iron with Rappy. I mean, it's true. Is only 1 unit. Yeah. The more the better. All right, let's limit break her helmet. Let's do it. We don't really care about overload lines on her, but I'm just gonna overload it just to give her some stats. Hit rate. Sure. I mean, considering she has a machine gun, that's not terrible. Dude, Maid Mast looks pretty damn good. I also just leveled up her skills, so now she's 7 all around. Had like no investment in her before, and I have a little bit of investment into Anchor now. This was just so I could use them in this solo raid, since I like hadn't had them built at all. Got her skills up to 7 as well, but I have no equipment on her yet. Arcana is confirmed to be a rocket launcher. Okay, cool. Okay, let's reroll Mihara, maybe? Which piece of equipment was I rerolling? This one? Oh, this one. I want to get an attack here. Alright, we got 1 shot at this, guys. 1 shot to get an attack line on Mihara. If I get an attack line here, it'll make doing solo raid again worth it. Alright, pray for me, guys. Attack line. I've re-rolled this piece of gear so many times. Please. Dang. Crit rate. I mean, I guess we'll keep the critical damage. I don't know if this... I'm not sure. I'd have to... There's no way I'm doing the math to actually see which one would be better here, but I think I'm going to take this critical damage, the one that I already had. We can do it one more time, but unfortunately... I overloaded mass helmet, but it's okay. Okay, I'm also starting to make some progress on Viper. So, still don't have any investment on her armor. Skills are all 4. But I have her little collectible here up to phase 10, so getting close to treasure territory. Yeah, I didn't read the patch notes at all. I've been pretty busy recently. By the way, just put out a video earlier today for a tier list for Etheria Restart. It's a fun one. It's not a power level tier list, but go check it out. There's a lot of interesting units in that game, and a huge roster of units for it. By the way, when you overload a gear, is it worth leveling it up to level 5? Depends on the unit, Hollow. So if it's like a DPS unit, you probably want to level it up. And generally you want to prioritize the helmet, then the arms, then the chest, and then boots are almost never worth leveling up, but it's really cheap to level things up to 2. So I would say at minimum, if you overload, just go to 2, because it takes very little resources to do that. But for like your main carries, you want to probably go all the way to 5. But the biggest benefit comes from just the fact that you got an overload with the extra like bonus stat lines on it. All right, let's see if we can get lucky here. All right, so we're gonna dump all of these, and then we'll use this, and hopefully we can phase up. All right, no luck on that. I'm gonna skip the animation, do this 5 times. It is very costly. It's very costly. It takes a lot of resources to level up equipment. Okay, so we got a 5.4% chance. 5.4% chance to instant 15. The overload lines boost your CP quite a bit as well. Yes, it gives a big boost to CP. Super success. Okay. Still, it won't be too long. We're at phase 10. Finally get Viper's treasure. After I overload like 1 or 2 things on mast and anchor, I'll probably start overloading Viper's equipment too. It's costly, but you'll see a major difference in your DPS. Yeah. And there are some units that aren't the big deal, right? Like, so, for instance, the one that I'm currently working on, Mast, okay? Like, I have a very advanced account, and, you know, there's nothing else that I'm really working on right now, and so I'm starting to overload Mast. But honestly, the benefit of overloading Mast is very minimal, you know, unless I'm really trying to, you know, eke out every last tiny little bit of damage that I can, right? Versus, like, say, the benefit of overloading Black Shadow Scarlet is huge. Like, you know, if I can get a bunch of, like, elemental and attack lines on her, like, that's just going to be, like, a massive boost to my damage. You should work on Viper. Only thing is, you have skill books for her. Yeah. You should work... Like, if you have nothing else to work on Viper, you know? Join me. Grimjaw is regretting skipping Mast. Hopefully you get her on the wish list. The Viper Bunny costume is pretty great. Dude, it's peak. Is Aurafly in chat today? Speaking of peak, Summer Rosanna. Okay. Tribe Tower. Missilus and Pilgrim today. Lone Syndicate says, as someone who has full overload on Maid Mash, she does a decent amount of damage for a support. Nice. Yeah, Mash and Anchor are definitely top tier. Definitely good units. Another annoying pair of units, but good units. I should have been looking at Tia the whole time to get more charge. Whatever. You had to pity Anchor, but pulled Mast. I mean, as long as you didn't have to pity both of them. I got both of them off of the wish list. I skipped both of their banners. Would maxing out Brid make her useful at all? She's your favorite unit. If she's your favorite unit, I 100% recommend overloading her. It will totally help her. Now, is that going to make her magically a top tier unit? No. But she is a DPS unit, and so if you want to use her, she will benefit a lot from the overload lines. And I always say, play with the characters you like. You know, and then when you come to like a solo raid that needs water damage, you know, Rid will be decent. Rid is totally usable in a solo raid. It's not like water is like extremely stacked in DPS units. And honestly, like, Brid can still, like, put out a fair amount of damage. She's just kind of a one-trick pony. And is, like, you know, not keeping up with, like, the modern, like, top-tier DPS. But she does have a very strong burst. What levels are my nikke at the moment? I don't remember. Like 5:15 or something like that. Grimjo says, your enthusiasm for the game was at a low when Anchor and Mass dropped. It happens. I mean, I feel like, you know, our enthusiasm for like any game you play long term will kind of like go up and down, you know? Might get a little burnt out, need to step away. Then maybe like after a while you miss the game, or like there's a new event or collab that piques your interest. Yoshimu says mirror should be possible. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It was not possible a few levels ago. What's up, Miski-chan? Welcome to the stream. You're level 471 and you beat your ass so hard. Yeah, I mean, I bet. Yes, we should get Arcana's full kit sometime tonight slash... I mean, for me, it's going to be like tomorrow morning. It'll be like 3 or 4 a.m. is usually when they drop the kit, so I won't see it right away. They used to release them earlier, but I don't know, they're kind of on an annoying schedule nowadays. Your maid mask is 10, 10, 10. Nice. Okay, there's probably no one we can beat here. So I'm not going to attack because everyone is just way too high of a power level, so I'll just keep my rank where I'm at. Let me just like adjust my team order. And yeah, we're done. I'll check it in the morning and see if I fell down and do my attacks later. All right, let's do our free daily pulls before we fight Mirror Container. Maybe Mirror Container will be right on the edge, and I'll get a duplicate of a key unit or something that'll give me enough power. Yeah, daylight savings would like bump things as well. It's true. But they used to release the kit. It's been a long time, but they used to release the kits maybe around like 10 or 11 p.m. my time, like the night before, and then they moved it to being like several hours later at like I said, like 3 or 4 a.m. for me. Didn't you want to build Ein for Mirror Container? I mean, that would be ideal, but I'm not building her right now, which is a big part of why Mirror Container just might not be possible for me. Even if I'm like a higher level that you think like Mirror Container would be possible. But without Ein, I'm still doing the 1 damage. At least last time I tried to fight it. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going to try it. Alright. Mihara. Core 1 Mihara. Core 1 Mihara. Change. No. I did finally get the free daily to work. You guys probably saw my post on Discord. I got a copy of Little Mermaid through the free daily. That was pretty wild. And then I got another free daily pull of Jackal, which is kind of a random SSR, but I'll take it. Just build Ein. I don't have the resources to build Ein. Like, Mirror Container can wait. Like, I'm in no rush, right? I'd rather build, like, Mast and Anchor now, who are going to help me in the raids, you know? Alright, Siren. A blue spark. Okay. Alright, well, no one is coming to help me with Mirror Container. Anything I need to open at the last minute? No. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's try it. It's been a couple weeks. See if I can remember how this fight goes. At least the soundtrack slaps. Good God, it's epic. Oh no, I went to full burst right there. Right before I shot, so I didn't get it. That's annoying. I'm missing those glass slippers. All right. So like I said, it's been a little bit. I forgot how soon those start popping out. This is one of your favorite tracks? Yeah. Dude, it's definitely one of the best. All right, I need to switch back and forth. Let's see, CB, okay. I forgot how quickly those come out too. This is already like super sloppy. But it's okay. Honestly, like this whole part doesn't really need to be optimal. Like we'll make it through this pretty much no matter what. It's the second part that kind of becomes a big issue where I can't shoot through the shield. Could not shoot through that either. Okay, I know that is possible. Again, I kind of forgot about that, so we'll retry. Why no Ein or Summer or Nice? Because I haven't built Ein. My Cinderella does better damage than Summer or Nice. And Alice is the only unit that I have that can one-shot the glass slippers. Ooh, that was close. Oh my god, I hit the wrong one. Alright, alright. I should have used Alice in that situation. I forgot how that worked too. Alright. Here we go. Back in. Probably all this to find out that I'm not going to be able to shoot through the shield anyway. Oh my god. I was in full burst. I didn't even know I was in full burst. There we go. At least I'm getting better at hitting those things. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. It's okay. No big deal. Whew. Alice died. Alice died. Oh my god. I don't think I hit that in time. Well, I did at the last second, actually. Dude, this requires so much switching between characters. There we go, there we go. Okay, now we'll see. We'll see if we can ever actually make it through the shield. One damage, guys. One damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Pew, pew, pew. Alice died. Alice died. Ugh. Retry. I forgot about that phase. I still need Alice. Because I have to... Okay, okay, okay. I need to get better at hitting these missiles because they do so much damage. Nope. Nope. It hit me. Part of my problem is that I suck on PC. Like, half the time I'm, like, hitting the wrong key. I'm like, wait, looking down to see if I, like, was controlling the correct character. No, leader's gonna go down. I gotta retry. She's already been hit too many times. Is there something in her kit that makes her good for this boss? Well, she's like one of the strongest electric attackers, but something unique for her is that she does damage that ignores enemy defense. And the main gimmick of Mirror Container is that it has insanely high defense. So that's kind of the thing. That's why she's good at it. Alice died. I'm terrible at hitting those in time. Oh no, what happened? There we go. Alright, we destroyed a thing. Alice went down. I destroyed one glass slipper and then Alice died. You finished the minigame at last. Nice. Congrats, Kikro. I should use cover when the missiles are coming. What I should do is be able to be accurate enough to hit the missiles. That's what I should do. Is this what you do when you're caught up on campaign? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, on hard mode. Believe it or not, I have gotten to the point where I can try and hit the shield, where I will probably still do 1 damage. But that's still the goal. We still have not gotten there. I don't know why I even bothered aiming at that. There we go. Ugh, Alice is worryingly low on HP. Oh no, I thought I hit it. I did not. That's not good. There we go, there we go. Ugh, it's immune already, it's immune. I missed the chance. There we go, I destroyed another one. And here's where we do 1 damage and it doesn't make any difference. So all this to show that yes, I am still too weak to destroy those. Alright, well we finally got there. We know that we're not leveled up enough. Because it's that last shield when you only have 25 seconds left that is the actual DPS check. Where if you can't shoot through it, you can't stop the red circles. So it is what it is. Alright. You started last year and you're on chapter 32. Yeah, it'll probably take a little while to get to hard mode, chapter 32. Alright, well I'll try again in a few weeks, see if I can shoot through that shield. Is there a way to see boss stats like high defense you mentioned for the boss? Well, it's like... I mean, there probably is, but you can see it in its abilities. So like I showed in the raid guide, you can see what the boss does. And one of Mirror Container's abilities that it makes shields that stacks extra defense. So that's how we know it has really high defense. You did this a couple weeks ago. Ein was the key for me. Yeah, Ein is 100% the key for this. Yeah. So anyway, finally got there. Just to, like, again, it was a test to see if, like, now, maybe if I was strong enough, but not yet. Alright, it's time for Etheria restart. Unless, is there a thing here I should open? We're done, we're done. Okay. Cool. BRB. Oh, that's the wrong launcher. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you're just too weak for the fight, Dr. Eagles. It's just how it is. Like, you might be too weak to even get to, like, that last stage, but, like, at some point, you'll be able to do all the mechanics. Like, I finally got it down after several very sloppy runs. But at the end, when it brings up those final batch of shields with the red interrupt circles, it just, like, it's just either you have the damage to shoot through it or you don't. All right, we are still in the open beta. If you guys have not already, here, let me give you some links. Let's see, that's not the right link. This is, let's put this in chat. Let's see, try the beta now. And then we'll pin that in the chat. So if anybody hasn't already, I would definitely download it, try it out. The global launch is on June 5th, so here you can get a feel for like what the mechanics are. If you like it, you can get rid of all the bad luck, and yeah, it's pretty cool. For the moment, you guys can also just chill and learn. I've made a few videos on it already. Ooh, nice. So this is the energy, so extra energy is nice. This is a new daily check-in that just started yesterday. We're here in our apartment. Like it's snowing out, although I think that's like a nuclear winter, so it's a little less cozy when you think about it that way. All right, quests. The reset is like 2 a.m. my time or whatever, so I think I have played. I have some gacha draws. This is the like limit break material that you need for units. So dupes don't limit break in the same way that they do in a lot of games. It'll just give you some extra stats for PvE, but I believe dupes do not matter in PvP, which is pretty cool. The PvP is very balanced and competitive. Sadly, Dr. Jones has been getting good luck in the beta. Dude, you know you're doomed on global launch. Ooh, this is 5 polls right here. Nice. Is it coming to Steam? Yes, it is. You can download it from the official website or Steam, either way. Ooh, getting close. Tomorrow, we're going to get Ling Lo. Really good healer. Good design, too. So you get a free SSR as soon as you start the game, and then 7 days later, you get another free SSR. This is the Union. It's totally just in beta, but I will be making my own Union when the global official launch is. So make sure you let me know if you want to join my Union. There's a lot of really good multiplayer features. So like right now, we have a Union raid. I think it's only me and Dr. Giggles. Yeah. Again, this is beta, so like, I don't even know if I've been fighting this every day. But there is a Union raid boss to fight. And then there's a bunch of other, both co-op and competitive PvP. So I'll show you guys that. Let's see. Should we stick with this team? I need my healer, so yeah, we'll stick with this team. I pulled Messiah since you guys saw me play last. This guy is crazy. His damage is nuts, and he can make himself invincible. You may spend on the beta because you need the extra pulls. Yeah, so if you do spend in the beta, you'll get a rebate for 200% of your money back in the actual game. That said, I'm not spending because I'm going to reroll. So I'm going to do a marathon launch day stream to reroll for Doki Doki, my favorite character, and she's really, really strong. So hopefully that will go well. But if I pay for stuff, I probably can't reroll because then my accounts can be tied to like a certain email, right? Also have Freya, who is very good. She's like the angelic girl on the left that's floating there. Pretty cultured design as well. Dang, that guy did a lot of damage to me. Gray went down. Nice, you're slowly building Messiah. Messiah's kind of nuts in PvP. I think he has the highest attack in the entire game. And the fact that he can become invulnerable for a turn means, like, I don't know, like, they're just, like, stuck there doing nothing for, like, a whole round, you know? Because, I mean, sure, they can use their attacks, but if they use anything big, then it's just going to be on cooldown and it won't do any damage to them. Hikro says, a wise elder said, don't spend on beta, you get nothing back. I mean, that's not actually true, unless they're just completely falsely advertising. You're waiting till the last day, then we'll decide if you want to pay or else we'll reroll. Yeah. I think it's definitely, like, unless you're just committed to being free to play all the time, buying the pass is super good in the beta because it's only $5. And then not only will you get the $5 back plus another $5 on the launch, so then you'll have $10 to spend in the game, but then you also just automatically get the pass. So you get like triple the value. So if you don't buy anything, then I think you're like committing to reroll. Because it's like, otherwise you might as well have got the extra bonuses for buying some stuff in the beta, you know what I mean? Use Dina for this fight, the SR unit. She's really good for this fight because of her debuffs. I actually haven't tried her in this fight, but that makes a lot of sense that she would be good in this fight. Because she's also a red unit. Alright, we got tier A. I think a tier A victory is the best that I've ever gotten. So we got some Hydra Crystals, that's good. There's a good $5 pack that's good too, yeah. So since we're talking about spending, and I don't, like, I've said this in videos and on stream before, only spend if you feel comfortable spending. That goes for any game, but particularly because this is a beta. You know, yes, you're going to get value back in the real game, but, you know, again, it is still a beta. But so this monthly supply is what's like super good. And then this is really good value because for $1 you're getting 10 pulls. Same here, same here. This is not as good a value, but better. The weekly pack, this I could see being worth it because you're getting 2 of these promotion materials. This is really good because this is a special currency for getting light and dark characters only. and you can get it with just crystals. So that's not even real money, but you should get this with your crystals. That's very good. And those are the things that kind of stood out to me as being really valuable. These are just like packs of crystals, right? So this is probably not the best value. Just like any game, just straight up buying currency isn't necessarily where you want to be. But yeah. Okay, so let's collect some more rewards. And I want to show you guys the PvP. That's mainly what I want to do, because the PvP, the arena in this game is so good. It's surprising just how good it is. One of the things that makes it so good, let's go to my units. Where's a unit that I have duplicates on? Let's go to like gray here. If we go to prowess, we can see his skill levels, but this thing in the middle here, this is your duplicates. So this is going to, see, I have 2 dupes on him. This is going to give him extra stats. So I'm getting attack, defense, and HP 5%, and then crit rate on 8%. Okay? I did not get any additional skills like in some games. So dupes are minimally valuable. So just 1 copy of the character and you're kind of like good to go. Even better, when you go to arena, duplicates don't give you extra power. I don't know if it says here. Yeah. During the selection process, neither side can deploy duplicate animus. Okay, that's not what I was talking about. I don't know if it says it in this announcement. Let's see. Trying to strong enemies in arena. Let's see. I've read this somewhere else. I don't know if it's here. So you have to use different units. And then you like choose a unit that they can't use. I'll show you guys what this looks like in a second. Where? I don't think it says it in here. Does it say it in here? It does not say it in here. It might be like somewhere else in the rules. I don't remember. But the duplicates don't contribute. So this is kind of the most fun Summit Arena, and it's a very fair arena. Obviously, your equipment and your actual just base level of the character makes a difference. And of course, whatever characters you pick, better characters are going to do better, right? But this is not like a whale mode at all. This arena mode isn't as good. It's a little more basic. It's where, you just fight like AI of the person that has like, a defense set, whereas this one is live matchmaking. But we're going to do our 5 runs here really quick, our 5 dailies on the auto one, because you can still get really good rewards in the shop. The best thing to grind is PvP. Like this is your like skill level cap thing. This is like extremely valuable. And you can get it from doing PvP. This is your promotion material, and this is just more gacha pulls. So like these 3 things are extremely good in the arena shop. So let's go ahead and do a fight. Oh, this person's strong. Look, they have Doki Doki. That's the character that I'm going to do the rerun marathon for, the reroll marathon. And they've also got Messiah and the best tank and the SR healer. Yeah, okay. Can we beat this person? This is also a very strong team. Unfortunately, I missed a whole day of playing because of the connection problems, which is pretty lame. Thankfully, that's been fixed, but I'm kind of behind because of that. All right, we're just going to take an easy opponent here. The PvP is Wotive level? Yeah. I mean, I've barely played it yet. But yes, I would agree. I would agree. It's only been a few days, but I would agree. Yeah, the fact that you can't use the same unit between two players is really cool. Now you can in this mode, because again, this is sort of the more generic arena fight where like people set a defense and then you're fighting an AI of their defense, just like you would in Nikke. The other mode we'll show you in a second, though, after I do my 5 runs here. Okay, this is probably... Ooh, yeah, that's super strong. Dude, this is a stacked team. Tiamat, Doki Doki, Leanne, and Messiah. That's like a really, really strong squad. Okay, we'll try this one. This is I probably lose this. This is a very strong team, but we're just going to do it anyway so you guys can see like what happens. Tiamat is probably going to make this extremely difficult. She's the green spear waifu right there. And maybe I should... No, I need my healer. I need my healer. The weekend tournament stuff is fun? Yeah, the weekend tournament stuff is fun. It's only open on Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday, right? Alright, we really need these heals. The pink-haired girl is giving them, like, turns quicker, which is making this pretty rough. Ooh, maybe we can just kill Tiamat? Yes! Oh, but they're probably gonna revive her. Ah, that's so annoying. Alright, let's see if we can kill her again. Alright, we need to kill their healer now. We need to kill their healer. Unfortunate that I lost Freya. Once his healer goes down, though, they're cooked. Okay, we've won this. We've won this. Nice. Alright, it's a pure DPS race. I'm gonna win this, like, pretty easily at this point. The key there is that I killed Tiamat before she transformed. Tiamat becomes ridiculous once she transforms. Alright, we got a victory. Honestly, I was disadvantaged there. They were higher levels than me. They had, like, more stars than all their units. You'd say the auto isn't too smart, but it's better than Girls Frontline 2. Good lord. The AI in Girls Frontline 2 is so stupid. Ooh, we're gonna try and fight this person. I've never seen this character before. We'll see what happens. I think we probably want to target... Oof. No, he's invulnerable. He's gonna become invulnerable. There's no way I can one-shot him. I don't even know. Okay, whatever. We'll just go on auto. The guy that I'd never seen before died in one hit, so... Okay. Guess I won't know what he does. Okay, looking like this is going to be an easy fight. Alright, it's just his Messiah left, and I've got my whole squad, including my own Messiah, so this should be an easy win. But you'll see I did no damage to him, because his Messiah is currently invincible. Hopefully we can take him out now before he gets his next turn. Yeah, there we go. Girls Frontline 2's Chungjo is just ult, ult, ult. Yeah, dude. Don't even bother doing anything with Chungjo's other abilities. They're irrelevant because she'll only use her ult. Okay, here... Ooh, they have the new... The healer that I'm going to get tomorrow for the 7-day rewards. They also have Tiamat. And Leanne, who is the free SSR, but a very powerful DPS in PvP. And then Freya. This is a strong team. I probably lose to this team. This is also a strong team, but probably kind of a fair fight. We'll try it. We'll see what happens with this. Yeah, we'll just stick with the same squad. Kloss is very good in Arena, but I need a healer, and I feel like, I don't know, I want the DPS. Vermouth has to plate dinner. Thanks for the stream. All right, Vermouth, have a good dinner, man. Thanks for coming through. I probably should have targeted the pink-haired girl first, instead of just going full auto. Feels like I'm gonna lose this, but probably more to my own, like, just not bothering to pay attention at the beginning than, like, actually deserving to lose. Like, I think my squad was capable of winning this. If we can take out whatever her name is, pink-haired girl on the right, that'll give us a big advantage. Okay, okay. This might still be doable. This is probably still doable now. Rosa is a really strong character, by the way. Also, pretty peak design. Again, I did a whole tier list on, like, the best designs in the game earlier today. Go check it out. Guess where I rated Rosa. Oof, that was a lot of damage. But I can do a lot of damage too. Yeah. Alright. Probably got this in the bag at this point. Ooh, losing Freya hurts though. Okay, okay. No cause for concern. Chiaki, yes, the pink-haired girl is Chiaki. I think it's Chiaki the Echo. Because there's two different versions of her. Chiaki the Echo is the one that gives you really good, like, turn meter manipulation, which, you know, just makes your turns come up faster. So she's very good for that reason. Ooh, this is a stacked team. Messiah, Tiamat, Freya, and then I forget this girl's name. But you can get her from, like, a first purchase reward. Rosa is on your main team if you're not using Leanne. Nice. Oh, Tsukiyomi is a very strong character. Let's try fighting her. She has good, I think she does turn manipulation as well. Alright, so our first priority is to take out the little healer girl on the right, because she can revive people. We just accidentally happened to kill somebody else with our AoE, but that's fine. Dude, it looks like their healer is their tankiest character. We're just wrecking the rest of their team before we even have to go to our single target attacks. Alright, here goes Tsukiyomi. Yo, that was a cool attack. I've never seen her animations before. All the guards. Alright, so she revived Messiah. Now we got her, and we killed Messiah. Dude, this person is not very strong. I thought it was going to be more of an interesting fight. Tsukiyomi is the last one standing, but didn't get a chance to do a whole lot, considering her team really let her down there. Okay, so that was our last arena. So we had 5 shots of that for the dailies. So let's go to the shop. Ooh, rewards. Okay, nice. Go to the shop, and I'm gonna buy this So this is really good because this can let me increase my skill levels. So we'll grab that. And let's go grab some quest rewards. Some quest rewards. Some weekly quest rewards as well. So yeah, like, you guys should totally try this. It's the beta, again, just see if you like it. Try it for a day. If it interests you at all, then try it at the global launch. So this is the really good reward thing to buy as well. You can see it's your typical battle pass thing. You just get a ton of extra stuff. So again, if you are going to be like a low spender, I would recommend getting this because you're just going to get like way more pulls, resources for leveling and all that. I have currently not spent anything. I am 100% free to play. I'm not spending anything in the beta because again, I am planning to reroll. Okay. Animus. Whose skill should we level up? I have level 2 skills on her. Maybe we should level up. I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna level up Leanne's skill 3, her big AoE. Now, like, my best unit is Messiah, but again, this is beta, so I'm just trying things out. There's also rewards for leveling, advancing Leanne. So we're gonna go with this. There we go. And the good thing about leveling skill 3 is that typically there's speed stats for leveling this. So we haven't gotten there yet. But this is going to benefit us a lot, just getting more speed. Lone Sentence says this game is dope. You're definitely going to pre-register for it and give it a try. Nice. Yeah, link to the official site in the chat, everybody. Okay. Can I upgrade? Can I level up Kloss? Ooh, I do have a lot of upgrade materials. Yeah, we can get to level 40. Nice. So now that I got her to level 40, she has a level cap, right? Now I don't need a duplicate. I don't need any duplicates to level her up more. But I need these. So I was saying there's these star upgrade materials. So I can increase her star, she'll go back to level 1, but still keep her stats, and then be able to go up to level 45. So you'll see like Leanne and Messiah already have 5 stars here. So does my Freya, she has 5 stars. So it's because I've already used those on them. So the next one to do would be Kloss. Or I could save them. I think we'll do it on Kloss. Let's do it on Kloss. Star upgrade on Kloss. I like her a lot. This is what I use my targeted summon on. So after 40 pulls, you're guaranteed to get whatever character you want. You can only do it one time, but you can select any character, and then you're guaranteed to get them after 40 pulls. It's a one-time thing. So again, pretty good gacha system. As good as she is, though, and I want to try different things here in the beta, I think it's pretty undeniable that Tiamat is the way to go. So on my real account, I'll probably go for Tiamat because she can be pretty insane. But yeah, let's upgrade. I hope that I can luckily pull Kloss soon on the real account. Okay, so now we went back to level 1 out of 45, but you'll see we still have all our stats. And then I can upgrade her again. It's a lot slower to level up once you're in the 5-star mode, though. So I just did a bunch of things, but it only got me to level 8. You can also do the star upgrades for your SR characters. Sonya is really good. She's the healer that I'm using. But they take different star upgrade materials. They take the purple ones initially. But as they catch up in stars, then you'll need the yellow ones and eventually the red ones as well. So, I have this girl who unfortunately isn't great. I like her design a lot. Like the big twin tails, and I didn't even notice she has like back tattoo. That's kind of cool. This like kind of like hanging down big ribbon top thing. I don't know how to describe it. She's sort of like butterfly-esque. Very beautiful design. Unfortunately, her skills, I don't know. I should test her more. I will test her more before the beta ends. The silence is good. Don't get me wrong. The silence is very good because it allows them to only use skill 1. But the thing is, like, what does this say? So she deals 2% damage to a single enemy with a 30% chance to randomly inflict one of the following. So either a damage over time effect, 4% of max HP. Like, a PvP fight is going to go by way too fast for that to be relevant. Forgetfulness cannot trigger passive effects. That's situationally good, but again, kind of mid. Silence, extremely good. But you have a 30% chance to possibly do one of these. So your chances of hitting silence is just like ridiculously low, but even though it's a very good effect. And her main skill here is also like pretty mid. So she deals 4 hits of 65% damage to all enemies with a 20% chance to do attack down or the forgetfulness status. I don't know, it's all like pretty underwhelming. Her best skill is skill 1, but again, you have a super low chance. Beautiful character though, but that's why I haven't leveled her. Kloss is a good debuffer. Gray is a free SR, but is just super fast and is very good for the beginning of the game and relevant in PvP. Sonya is a very good healer and can revive characters, and you get her for free, so don't sleep on her. I've been using this Fox girl for a while. I really like her design. She's very attractive, but also decently strong. I would say kind of like mid-tier, but has some pretty good effects. I'll be testing her out some more before the beta ends. Freya is probably one of the best characters in the game, as it is our first rate-up banner. So I would definitely pull for Freya. I like all her, like how her hair kind of looks like wings. That's kind of cool, and all her like flowing. I was gonna say like cape, but I don't even know what that is. It's just like, I don't know. Looks cool though. I already talked about Messiah. He can make himself invulnerable and does more damage than basically anybody in the game. Bro is nuts. And then Leanne is the free SSR. A little bit of a one-trick pony. I made a full review video on her, so make sure you check that out. I think she's better than people think she is, and is actually kind of like a late-game boss and strong in PvP kind of character. So yeah, that's kind of a summary of like the units that I'm working with. Oh, this is the character that Dr. Deals in chat was pointing out that he used against that Union raid boss. She's one of my favorite designs. I love her look. Like, S-tier design right here. Decent character. I was using her for a while. Not universally applicable, but I'm definitely going to try her in the raid boss now that you mentioned it. So yeah, all right. Let's grab some more resources and then do some more fights. Also, the game has background farming, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna claim this, and then I'm gonna go to let's just go back to the blah 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 blah. Let's go to challenge. I'm gonna go to investigations. This is where I can farm level up materials. So I can do 10 battles on this because I have 171 energy. So I can start this, but then check this out. This is really cool. Not only will this automatically go through 10 times for it, but now I can click on this and it will just exit out of the battle. They're still farming in the background, and now I can do PvP fights. So that is a really cool feature. Because I feel like sitting there watching things happen on auto while you're grinding is just like kind of lame, right? So now I can go to the arena, and now we can do the live PvP matching. This is where it's at, guys. So this is where I'm going to be playing on full manual. This is not an auto game. You can do auto, but you don't want to. This has really good stuff in the shop again. So this is like stuff for leveling up your skills, promoting units, pulling those super strong light and dark units, and then the normal gacha currency as well. So Really good stuff in the shop. So you want to be doing this. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, okay? There's a lot of strong people. Again, I missed a whole day of the beta due to their network problem. I also don't have Tiamat or Doki Doki, which, again, I could have gotten Tiamat, but I chose not to, just to try different units. So just so you know, I might lose a lot here. So again, this is live matchmaking. And what we do is like we draft units one at a time. So this works kind of like a fantasy draft in sports. So they get their first pick out of any units that they have. It's random on who gets to pick first or not. All right, so they pick Leanne, which means I can't pick my Leanne. Okay? I'm going to go for Kloss. And now because I picked second, I get 2 picks in a row. So now I'm going to grab Freya and hope they don't own Messiah. It's a gamble, but I'm hoping they don't even own Messiah. I feel like they would have first picked him if they did. But if they pick Messiah, then I'm probably screwed. I'll wish I picked mine earlier. So now they get 2 picks in a row. Oh, I've never even seen this girl in action. I don't know what this little green lolly girl does. Okay, they picked a healer, I believe. So I'm totally going to pick Messiah now. I'm not going to risk letting that sit on the table any longer. And then I will go with my own healer. A healer is pretty essential to PvP from what I've seen so far. And now they get 2 picks in a row, and then I'll get my last pick. Oh my god, they picked Doki Doki. Alright, well I definitely have to ban Doki Doki so far. Dude, they were sandbagging that. Okay. Alright, so now I get my last pick. I'm going to go for Gray. I think I'm going to go with Gray. Gray is pretty good, even though he's only an SR. Okay, so now I choose one of their units to ban. Doki Doki is 1000% the one to ban here. She's, like, has insane turn manipulation by making them get extra turns faster. And the rest of their units are all, like, you know, nothing to be super scared of. That doesn't mean I'm going to win, but Doki Doki is by far their strongest pick right there. What's up, Black Ace? Yeah, this is pretty cool, right? Okay, so now, again, we're going to be playing live here, so I'm going to be playing on manual. And then we want to focus on their healer first, although I don't know what the little green girl does. But I'm going to try and take out this girl first, but either way, I'm using my big AoE attack. It'll also make me invulnerable for their whole first turn. There you go. See, I didn't even take any damage on that retaliation right there. My other units did, of course. Oh no, their Anne is probably going to kill Gray before he even gets to go. Their Leanne, I mean. So this girl just took away some of my speed. Gray was going to get to know next. But this pink-haired girl basically skipped Gray's turn. Alright, we're going to do the revive / heal. I don't know what this little blue-green lolly girl is even doing. Again, I don't know if she's good or not. Buffed the whole team. Alright. Let's do... I think we do our AoE. Or should I do the buff? Let's do the buffs. Okay, we're gonna do my invulnerability attack. Single target on the healer. Dude, they're tanky. They must have really good equipment, or like they're high level. Oof, if my healer goes down, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, so Gray finally gets to go. He's very fast, but since he got his turn skipped, it doesn't show. And then we'll use our AoE defense down. Oh my god, my Freya's stunned. RIP. And she's down. Yeah, this is this is not looking good. This feels like we're gonna get wrecked. And now I lost my healer. Yeah. Ugh. Even with banning their Doki Doki, this was a pretty strong team. Gray is down. Alright, it's Messiah versus the world. Let's try our single target damage attack. See if we can... We did a lot of damage, but we're probably going to die before we get our next turn, now that they can just focus on him. Honestly, I think the MVP of their team has been this pink-haired girl over here on the right. She definitely caused me the most problems. Will I survive to get one more turn? Okay, looks like I will survive. I get to do my big AoE. It'll also make me invulnerable, so that's cool. So I'll survive for another turn. You can see why Messiah is so good in Arena. Like, he's kind of insane. If I had another, like, turn manipulation unit, like my own Doki Doki, or there's other lower rarity ones as well, combined with Messiah, it would be very, very good. Alright, we'll use our single target attack, which did almost no damage. I'm probably going to die before I get my next turn. Yeah, I'm down. Alright. Interesting fight. So I've never seen this girl before. I haven't seen this one in PvP before either. She put in a lot of work. Messed up my turns for sure. Alright, let's try it again. After this next match, we'll check and see if my farming is done, and then we can level up some characters. Oh, man, they get first pick again. They picked Leanne. Leanne's a really good first pick, because not only is she just a really strong DPS in PvP, everybody has Leanne, right? So they know if they pick her, then like automatically, then they're like took out a unit that they know you have, right? Alright, we're gonna go with Kloss and Messiah. I feel like I could have left Messiah on the table. Maybe I should have picked Freya. They're probably gonna pick Freya for one of their next two. Alright, Hellkid is good. Hellkid is good. They pick Gray. Okay, alright, so I can definitely pick my own Freya. And I will pick my healer. Gray is good, but surprised that he was good enough that they picked him for their third pick there. Oh, this guy is also good. I forget his name. I don't have him. Oh, and they picked a very subpar healer. Okay. So then I will go for Zeta for my last pick. Okay, so I probably just ban Hellkid. I might regret not having banned Marvel. We'll see. It's all experimental, right? I haven't played that long, right? Beta's brand new. Okay, so we're gonna, even though it's not an amazing healer, we're still gonna focus on the healer first, because that's generally what you want to do. You know, any damage you're doing to other units while they still have a healer out is just like going to get reversed. Alright, so Gray does his typical buff everybody with crit, and then presumably he's going to hit us all with the defense down. Yep, the typical formula with Gray. Okay, I'm going to use the big AoE just because they're a very glass cannon team. So if we can kill the healer or possibly even kill these guys before they get another turn, that's good. So I'm not going to take the time to buff. I'm just going to do the AoE right away. And then we're going to do the automatic heal. This will like heal my lowest HP units each time. And then we'll do big AoE here. Again, this is not one of my better units. I like her, but she's kind of mid. Yo, that Leanne hit really hard. That's what I'm saying. Leanne is a strong arena unit. Alright, Marvel didn't do a whole lot. I hope don't heal a bunch. Don't heal a bunch. Please don't heal a bunch. How much is this heal going to be for? That was a lot of heals. I really was hoping I could kill that unit before they got their turn. Oh my gosh, now my healer's down. Yeah, this is bad. I did not have the DPS to kill that healer fast enough. Ugh. Yeah, that's probably an instant loss now. Ugh, now I killed it. Like, not having been able to kill it the first time definitely hurts. Freya's probably going to die from Gray before she gets her next turn. Yep, she did. This is not good, guys. Okay, I think we go for Gray just because he's the lowest defense, so we can take him out the fastest. But it's 3-on-1, so it would be kind of a miracle if we managed to win this. Gonna take a crap load of damage from Leanne. Although not that much. Alright. Get to do our AoE and become invulnerable. So we're gonna get at least one more turn after this. Would have been nice if we did a lot more damage to Gray than we did, though. Yeah, Marvel does seem very good. I don't have him yet, but I think building him is a good call. Okay, can we kill Gray? Yes! Okay, we gave ourselves a chance, but it's still very much in their favor. They definitely still have advantage. Dude, they wasted their big attack with Leanne. They mustn't have realized I was invulnerable. They could have waited till the next turn to do that. I'm invincible right now. Alright. Alright, we're gonna attack Leanne. Because if by some miracle we can kill her, then if it's a one-on-one between Marvel and Messiah, like, I'm definitely going to win. But, yeah, I don't know. Thing is, Marvel is very good utility, but not a DPS, right? So if Marvel is by himself, he's, like, not that valuable. Do we get to do another AoE and become invulnerable? See if they're dumb enough again to use big attacks. Nope, he used a small one. Okay, he figured it out. He's like, oh, okay, I have to use bad attacks while he's invincible. Okay, so we were silenced, but it's okay. Our other attacks were on cooldown anyway, so I could only use this skill 1 anyway. Let's see if we can kill Leanne. Oh my god, she's got a sliver of health. Dude, I was so close to killing Leanne. That probably would have sealed the victory if we actually killed Leanne right there. Oh, man. Dang. Okay, well, here. We'll kill her now, but our chances of victory are much lower. We might still be able to get this victory though. This would be kind of crazy. Bro. Dude, we're gonna become invulnerable again now because of his AoE. I think we actually got this. That is wild. Bro. Messiah. Dude, MVP. 3v1. That was... Dude. Bro had it in lock the whole time. Okay. That was an exciting match. Yeah, you didn't realize how Messiah worked until you fought him in a harder stage? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to buy this because we'll get to do an exciting pull for another light and dark character at the end of the stream. So we'll grab one of those. And then let's check and see what our farming is doing. Oh wait. Yeah, hyperlink home. So we're done with our farming. And then let's level up some guys. Or girls. I think we'll level up Freya. She was falling behind a little bit. There we go. And you know, it's funny because I've like obviously done a lot of research on this game, right? I've been trying to learn as much about it as I can to bring you guys as good of content as I can. And prepare for the global launch, right? So your boy's been studying. And Messiah is always ranked high, but not like that high. I feel like he's kind of underrated because he's pretty nuts. I feel like people are sleeping on him a little bit. Again, no one is saying he's bad, but like he is kind of crazy. The only reason I wouldn't re-roll for him is because if we go to the banners, he's a rate up, right? So if I really want him, I can try and get the rate up here, although I probably won't. So if I re-roll for Doki Doki, then I can get Tiamat from the guaranteed banner, which we don't have anymore because I already used it to get Kloss. And I will also pull for Freya. Then eventually, if like Messiah's banner is still up, I'll try and pull for him. For the global launch, the real launch. That's what I'm saying anyway. All right, quests. Grab some more rewards. Got some more achievements. Ooh, more pass rewards. All right, nice. We're claiming a lot of stuff. It could also be unless you have him, it's hard to rate him. That's true. That's 100% true. That's like that with a lot of characters. Like when I just fought that like pink girl, I was like, I don't know what she does, and then she ended up being like very good. You know, just reading skill descriptions is hard to like get a grasp of like how good a character really is. You'd say Doki is much better than Messiah because supports usually are good for a long term. Yeah, I completely agree with that. That's my same philosophy. And like I said, Doki Doki is actually my reroll target. I think she's possibly the best character in the game, even though I don't have her. So, I mean, take that with a grain of salt, I guess. But yeah. If I had to like, I don't know, like let's go back to the summon screen for a second. If I had to like just as a group, I feel like the best characters in the game are turn manipulation characters. So whether it's like Tsukiyomi or Doki Doki. I can't remember if Lily has turn manipulation or not. I think Freya also does have some I keep saying turn manipulation, but it's actually called like speed cooldown, but you can also like reduce the speed of your opponents. That's what I say turn manipulation, because it goes on both sides. But I really feel like also Lily, she's one of the ones that can delay. So like Lily, Doki Doki, Tsukiyomi, Freya, these are characters that can either speed you up or slow your opponent down. And that's just like the best thing you can do in the game, right? You know, it's like with any game. If you're taking extra turns, if you're drawing more cards, whatever kind of game you're playing, if it's, you know, like a turn-based kind of thing, getting more resources and more movements more often is always the most powerful thing to do in that game. Like I learned this way back in the day from playing Magic, and it applies to a lot of video games and other board games. Whatever you're playing, any type of effects like that are just extremely powerful. Anyway, that being said, let's go and do a little bit more farming before we start our next PvP match. We're going to do more investigations. Let's see if we can clear this one, the higher level one at 3 stars. We'll challenge it to see if I can farm this one instead. Okay, yeah, Lily buff speed and crit damage. Yeah. Okay, so let's yeah, challenge. A lot of people say Lily is the best character in the game. I think she's certainly like one of the best characters in the game, 100%. I kind of hate her design though. And I feel like Doki Doki is probably just as good. And I like her character a lot better. But either way, if you have one of them, you're going to be like super happy. This is not looking like a 3-star clear. Yeah. Oh, no, it was. Okay, great. Okay. So we can farm a higher level. Cool. Okay, continuous battle. We'll do 10. Start. Okay, and we'll back out, let that farm in the background. And let's go back to arena. Stars gives you more attempts per continuous battle or background farming. So you do 5 for 1 star, 8 for 2 stars, 10 for 3 stars. What you like about that? Dude, the farming is well done in this game for sure. Okay, so let's try another match. Did I check and see if I could buy anything in the shop here? Oh yeah, I bought that. That's right. I bought one of the poles that we'll do at the end. So you'll notice people have been banning Kloss from my team pretty much every time. She's a really good debuffer. And that's why I've been picking her at first as whenever possible. But maybe I'll go for Leanne since I'm getting first pick. She's just, I feel like in the early game, she's such a good first pick because again, you know they have a Leanne that they want to pick. And so you just take that away from them. Ooh, man, that's a strong unit. That's a really strong unit that they just got. I forget his name. And they picked Freya. So that's another one that you know most people are going to have. I'm going to go with Kloss. And Messiah. Since Freya is the banner unit, you can bet that most people are going to have Freya. So she's another great early pick that you can like lock people out of getting to use. Tsukiyomi, okay. I feel like this is a very strong opponent. They have Freya at 5 stars. Oh no, Chiaki. Okay, they got their ramp up their turns now. Alright, we'll pick our healer. And then we'll go with Gray. This is going to be a very hard fight. I think I probably ban Tsukiyomi. But then I still have to deal with Chiaki. Or do I get rid of Born? I don't know. I probably have to get rid of Tsukiyomi. This is a strong opponent. This is a strong opponent. Okay, we're automatically going to do our AoE debuff right away. Colossus is really fast, which is nice. And then we'll use our big AoE with Messiah. Alright, fortunately, I'm a lot faster than this guy, it seems. Although we're not going to be able to kill Chiaki before she gets to go, it doesn't look like. Maybe. Can we hit hard enough with Gray? I have my doubts. Oh, dude. Again, one of those cases where she's got like 1 HP left. If we had knocked her out right there, that would have given me a big advantage. But it's going to be kind of an uphill battle from this point forward. Dang. It would have been so clutch had I like knocked out Chiaki with Gray right there. Alright, Freya kind of didn't do that much. Alright, this is the guy that I'm afraid of. The dude with the Anubis dogs. Yeah, down goes Gray. Okay, I'm going to hit this guy. Hopefully for a lot of damage with Marvel. Okay, good. We killed him. Killed him. Okay. So now I can use my AoE to do damage and kill Chiaki. Alright. 3-on-1. What you got, dog boy? Oh, he forfeited. He forfeited. Alright, alright. He saw the writing on the wall. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright. Can we buy something more in the shop yet? I could buy a pull here, but I'm going to save for another light dark pull. So let's just go into another match. So hopefully you guys can see like how deep the PvP is here. It's a ton of fun. And I like that, like, yes, some people are going to be stronger than others, but there's no like major whale advantage. And just this system of like choosing units and like playing in real time, the real time matchmaking, I think is such a W. I'm kind of glazing DX the devs right now, but it's just, oh my god. Okay, so there's our first Tiamat of the day. Alright, we're gonna go with Freya. Or Leanne. We'll go with Leanne. We'll go with Leanne. Oh, I get 2 in a row, right? Alright, yeah, duh. So, no, we'll go with Kloss. We'll go with Kloss. Alright, Leanne and Kloss. I'm hoping they don't own Messiah again. If they own Messiah, I'm gonna hate myself. Alright, they got our healer. And, alright, they got Freya. That's unfortunate. But, alright, we're gonna go with Messiah now. And Sonya, our healer. A matter of gear. Gear does make a big difference for sure. I think you're probably right, Dr. Eagles. Ooh, they picked the Fox Girl. Okay, alright. If they pick Gray, we're kind of screwed because I don't really have another leveled up unit. They totally picked Gray. Oh god. Okay. All right. What do I even do here? You know what? I'm gonna go for my other healer in case they randomly ban my better healer. And then we're gonna ban their Tiamat. And I think we have a good shot. Like, without... Like, Tiamat would be a big problem. But without Tiamat, I think they probably... Ugh. Alright. They banned Messiah. The fact that they picked Gray put me in a really awkward position there. So we might lose this. Just because of them making me have, like, a character that I have no investment in. Because I just haven't leveled up enough characters. So that's kind of rough. On the other hand, maybe I just have too many heals for them to deal with. Maybe. And we have Leanne. So we can do like some kind of crazy damage. Maybe we can kill their Gray and Fox Girl before they even get to go. There we go. Gray goes down. Fox Girl's almost dead. Now their healer gets to go, though. She just sang to a whale, and Fox Girl is at, like, full health again. Okay, well, we'll use our auto heal. I mean, in theory, maybe we should be able to out-sustain them, since I have 2 healers. The thing is, my second healer has no investment. I don't know if I even have gear on her. It's kind of a bad situation. The thing is, they have no real DPS. So I do have an advantage having Leanne. Alright, we're gonna turn steal their healer. Wait, did I select the wrong ability? I think I might have clicked on the wrong one. Alright, well, we'll turn meter down. Or turn meter plus. Alright, we'll attack their healer. Or should we just take out the Fox Girl? Maybe we just take out the Fox Girl. Since she's kind of weaker. Like, she's always been close to death, so maybe we just go for a kill here. Dude, somehow my no investment little healer is surviving. Alright, finally went down. Okay. Yeah, we'll just use the only attack we can. And then, hopefully this just kills the Fox Girl. Yes, okay, alright. I think advantage us at this point, because they have no DPS. We both have a healer. They just have a healer and a buffer. So now our main target is Whale Girl. Because, like, Freya's strong, but, like, she's not really, you know, again, like, you need your supports to combo with people. And, like, she can't really combo with this healer, right? This healer is extremely tanky, though. We're doing, like, no damage to it. But still, we should be able to, like, weather this storm. Like, we both have sustain, and I'm going to be putting out way more damage than them in a second here. The problem is Leanne has elemental disadvantage against the healer, so that's not great. Okay, yeah, we'll just use the All right, we have our bigger debuff online. Healing power down is pretty clutch in this situation, since like kind of that's all they're doing. I like how it sounds like she's singing underwater. It's kind of great. Ooh, we can... Yo, watch this. We bring back our second healer now. This guy could save us both a lot of time. There we go. I was going to say, if he just forfeits... Like, there's no way for him to actually win in that situation. But we'd be sitting here for the next, like, 15 minutes. Alright, that kind of looked like that was going to be bad when I had to use a unit that had 0 investment. But turned out they had no DPS, so it was okay. Pro tip, guys. Bring a DPS. I don't even know. Even if, like, I mean, I banned their Tiamat, which was their best unit, right? But even in that situation, they still just had no DPS unit. I mean, I guess they had Zeta, which is kind of a DPS, but she's much more of a, like, secondary. Like, she can't carry a whole team, right? Like, she's a decent unit, but compared to the damage of, like, Messiah, of course, but even, like, Leanne, like, Zeta's just not a real DPS. Some people even say that Tiamat is, like, a semi-DPS, but not really. Like, I think they just got unlucky with their pulls. Although, they have Leanne. There was no excuse other than that I picked my Leanne. So, okay. Alright, I'm going to stop, like, dunking on them. Because probably they were just hoping they could use their Leanne, and I took it from them. So, who do we level now? Maybe Leanne. Or do I just invest more in Messiah? People level Leanne. Okay. So, who do we want? What do we want to farm now? Honestly, so this is your skill level up material, and this is your equipment, and this is your shell, right? So these are all important, but since I'm still not hitting my level ceiling, I think I just want more experience points. So let's farm this again. Sure, we'll use all our remaining energy. And then I want to show you guys the co-op mode, which I think could be really cool if you were playing with people you know, so kind of similar to Nikke. But it's been kind of strange otherwise. Is it the Phantom Theater? Yes. Okay. So this is also live matchmaking. And basically the way it works is that you have a full team, your ally has a full team, and then there's a team where you guys both contribute units to it. It's a cool concept. I really like it, but I just, again, I feel like maybe it's because of the beta or just people don't know what's happening. It's very possible because it's like kind of a very unique mode. It's a very cool concept. We're going to try it right now. But I feel like creating a room with people that you know is the way to go. Like, that would be really cool to play with people that you know. But with randoms, it's... I mean, you're playing with randoms, so, you know... Also, the fact that probably just no one is quite sure what's happening yet, because it's beta, like, that's reasonable too. Like, it's brand new, right? Okay, so this is my teammates' full team, and then my full team here. So then I'm going to contribute units to this co-op team. I'm hoping they have 3 other units that they can fill in here, because again, I don't really have investment in the rest of these units. Okay, so they played 2 more units. That's good. That's good. Can we get another one? Kind of tell them my next best one is Dina. Do you have something better than Dina? You did this once, but you'll do it more once the official launch happens. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, seems they don't have another unit that's better, so we'll contribute Ardina and then say we're ready. And we can change perspectives. So like I can go over here and like watch their team. Or I can go over here and watch our combined team. Or go back to my team over here. It's kind of cool you're fighting 3 battles at once. And I kind of like the idea where you have like you contribute to the same team, but you also have your own unique teams. It's a very unique mode. And something that I think could be a lot of fun to play, again, with people that you know. So, like, another really cool multiplayer mode. Which is a huge strength of this game. I think, like, this, like, co-op mode, and then the live matchmaking for Arena, and then the raid bosses for Unions, just is, like, so many cool things to do with other players. So, like, if you're into, like, you know, multiplayer things, community goals, that kind of thing, like this is a really great game for that. Alright, looks like our co-op team is all dead. They're still kind of going strong over here though. The only person I have left is Messiah on my main team. Yeah, co-op team is down. Oh, my Messiah is down. So it's all up to them. Alright, well, we did damage. We, you know, are slowly working at it. So pretty cool concept. I think this could be a lot of fun. But let's see, if I go to create a room, I haven't actually clicked on it. Okay, yeah, so then there's a team code. So then other people would just enter in this code and then be able to join me. Look forward to doing that with you guys on stream during the actual official launch. This cubic game event, I haven't quite been able to figure this out. This is apparently a limited time event. It's strange. But I think I just might be dumb. Champions Call is basically Champions Arena where you vote for winners in a bracket. So, you know, PTSD from Nikke on that one. We're about to finish our farming. So once we wrap up this, we'll do our one more arena fight. And then I think we'll do a couple polls to end the stream. I haven't bought any skins. There are skins you can get, and like you can change clothes if you go over here to the mirror. And you can choose to be either a male or a female. But I have not, I haven't changed anything. I like the little Chaku ring skins. Kind of more than like the getting outfits for your character. All right, let's grab. Did I say I was hungry? I don't know. I don't think I said so. I'll probably get hungry if I start talking about it. Okay, so we can probably level up a little bit more. Who's our lowest level, like high investment character? I should probably level up Kloss. Let's upgrade Kloss. Oops, there we go. Also, her shell isn't really like leveled up at all. I've got this little ninja dude. Do I have a better one that I could give her? Ooh, I could just give her this one. Honestly, that's probably just better. Although I could upgrade this guy. You know what? Just to be different, I'm going to stick with White Gale. So let's upgrade him. Sure, we'll ascend him. And then upgrade. I think the best early shell that you can get, though, is the Unbridled Science. It's so good. Like, the fact that after you take your action, you increase your meter by 30%, plus it comes on the Swift Rush set. Like, this is huge. I think for, like, early mid-game, this is insane. There are some really powerful ones that you can get later on that I don't have access to yet. But initially, Unbridled Science has proven to be extremely useful. Alright. Let's go in for one last arena match. Collect some more rewards. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little sad when I have to start over for the official launch on June 5th. But I'll hopefully have an even stronger account then, because I'll be re-rolling for the characters that I want. It's such a miss that Nikke doesn't have any type of live matchmaking. Honestly, it makes me sad every time I think about it. Okay. Who's our first pick? I think we first picked Kloss. Dude, Dr. Eagles, your account is so stacked. Okay, they took Freya from us, unfortunately. But it's okay. We'll go with Leanne and Messiah. I've never fought against this pink-haired girl with the glasses before. Alright, they have a Zeta. Ooh, the short-haired pink-haired girl. We know she was good from last time. I'm going to go with Sonya, my healer. They're probably going to pick Gray and screw me out of another pick again. Just like in the last one. Oh no, okay. Cool. Ooh, okay. So who do I get rid of? Lilith or Born? I don't know if Beatine is good or all. I think I get rid of Lilith. They're probably going to disable Messiah. Yep, that makes sense. Yo, their Freya is fast. She got to go first, even before Kloss. And Kloss is, like, almost always gets to go first. That was... okay. I don't know who I should be prioritizing as a target here, if I'm being honest. Maybe just Bjorn, whatever his name is. I don't know what this girl right here does. A bunch of buffs. Okay, she's a big-time buffer. Alright, this guy's probably going to hit us really hard. Holy cow! Gray is down. Our healer almost died. Zeta's going to finish off our healer. This is bad, yeah. They clearly have a lot more investment. I can tell with how hard they hit. I just have a lower investment in my team. They have very strong units. Because, like, Leanne should have done a ton of damage there, and her damage was pretty mid just now. Also, pink-haired glasses girl apparently has big attack buffs. Let's steal her turn meter. Yeah, one-shot one of my characters, which Gray is a little bit of a glass cannon, but still, it just, like, that was so much damage. That was crazy. I'm at a level disadvantage here. No, Kloss is the last one. Alright, we kind of got our asses kicked that time. Okay. Well, we end on a loss, but it is what it is. Let's do our polls and hope for something cool. We will. All right, I have 6 of these, but we're going to pull on this one and try and get Doki Doki or any of these characters. We got one pull, a single summon, guys. Piontine is really strong. Yeah, apparently. I didn't know about her. All right, we did not get something good, but number 41, a decent unit, pretty good design too. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. Oh, we completed a quest. Sure, I'll take it. If you haven't already, try Etheria Restart. It's a lot of fun. And link in the chat there. Go grab it. Link to my Discord down in the description below. We're getting a new character in Nikke tomorrow. Hope she's not good so we can all feel safe saving for Stellar Blade and Summer that's coming. But yeah, all right. Hope you guys have a good night, good morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are at in the world. And I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.